Okay, so I am gonna do the 5 goddesses for, I'm gonna do a read for the 5 goddesses for September. We'll see which ones come out. This will be for the general collective, all of you guys, okay? Whatever message is in there for each of you, that's one. Hopefully they come through. Goddesses, what messages do you have? Whoever wants to come out, please speak. Open up. Be open-minded about certain things. Make sure you're not closed off to receiving whatever it is that's supposed to be coming in towards you. A lot of us get really wound up and tied up in our daily lives. We don't take the time. Okay. We really don't always take the time to go within, do the healing work that we need to. And it causes some problems with our daily lives too, when we don't get in touch with ourselves. All right, so I put these in order. First one is Artemis, focus, number 4. Second one, Hera, alliance, number 21, which is also 3. Hestia, home, number 22, also 4. Mama KILLA, moon, number 32. And Maya, illusion, number 35. Be careful of all the illusions that are going on right now, because a lot of people are causing distractions, especially with the news and everything like that, just so people won't go within and do the work that they need to do to connect with their higher selves, even their inner child. The more they're distracted with things, phones, material stuff, the less likely they are going to be paying attention to what really matters within themselves, so they can make better judgments. All right, let's start with Artemis. See what Artemis has. The Archer. She's wearing chainmail, so like a suit of protection. You got the moon in there as well, and a lot of tile work, brickwork. If you look in behind here, a lot of tile work. You know how they lay down the tiles or mosaic, and it's like creates like a picture form. Sometimes it's for ground, sometimes it can be on the walls. She's also wearing a crown with red jewel, so that's the root chakra. Maybe that's something you want to work on. Okay, empowerment message. In order to fully embrace the intentions you have set in motion and your current conditions, it is important to seize the moment. Now is the time you could truly make your mark. As the Greek goddess of the hunt, Artemis will help guide your arrow. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever it is that is calling you for your attention. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus, and allow yourself to experience the deep, abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. Your alignment message. Sometimes you can be so focused on one thing, one way, one outcome, or one expectation that you run the risk of losing the opportunity to experience what you genuinely desire. You may be so fixated that you become blind to what is truly yours and what will be in your best and highest good. The goddess of the hunt offers this alignment task. Soften your focus. Allow the fulfillment of your desire to come to you as it will. Whether you hit your mark now is not the point. Rest your eyes and release the tension in your body. By taking this break, you will avoid shooting yourself in the foot. Instead, recognize that you are so loved. Love, success, and opportunity, all that is truly yours, will not run past you. Call on the goddess Artemis to remind you of this truth. Okay, that was the first one. Second one, Hera, number 21. Alliance, empowerment message. The Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew intimately, that the positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you in the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth, if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. Your alignment message. There is a feeling of unease that sets in when you are unhealthy and in the sense of power dynamic with another person. As a result, you may compete with, and blame others for your discomfort. This, just as the goddess Hera did when faced with evidence of many betrayals of her husband Zeus, king of the gods of Olympus, like she did, you might not even stand up for someone who abuses their power to avoid seeing your own role in perpetuating the myth that you need to be a certain way to be accepted or valued. You may think the benefit of your willful blindness outweigh the price that you're paying, but Hera knows what this will not serve you, an empowered sovereign person. Fear and denial make for a potent hypnosis, one that's passed down generation to generation. No one chooses this dynamic intentionally. You may have stayed in a disrespectful relationship because you felt that the alliance served you in some way, such as giving you security or status. Hera wants you to be aware of these traits in yourself and be empowered in your own right, not through attaching yourself to the dominant power of a false sense of safety. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships with deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or who will make you look good. That won't last. Look for quality and equality and see yourself as worthy. Ask yourself, who would I be with this dynamic person or situation? Your alignment task is to open your eyes and choose another way. Belong to yourself and align with the great goddess pulsing through your heart and your blood and the whole world. She is the one with the real power. So that's Hera. This one has the tiles as well in the background. So a lot to do with laying out your pathway. And then you've also got the peacock feathers here, which symbolizes royalty. You very well could have royal blood. She's marked her face as if she's a warrior. She's got the symbol for sunset. She also adorns her hair with a lot of jewels and gems and protection. So whatever it is that you're placing for yourself in your pathway, make sure whatever connections or alliances that you're creating or collaborating with, make sure they're with good intention. Make sure whoever you're choosing to go with is going to help you on your way, not try to compete with you, not try to stifle you in any way or just take from you. You want people that are going to lift each other up, people that are going to elevate each other, okay? So Hestia, home. I feel a lot of distraction energy. Again, she's painted as a warrior. She's got the markings on her face, spirituality and death and rebirth. She's got the sun as a halo, beautiful halo. And almost like her wardrobe's made out of clouds and feathers. It's very pretty. Okay, Hestia home number 22. It's funny how we went from 21 to 22, so it's in order. Alliance. Yeah. And then it goes to, we have alliance and then home. Okay, so your empowerment message. Being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you are in your alignment with your truest self, it's like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things are what is called for now, like the purging. So if you're going through a purge phase, get rid of anything that does not suit you so you can allow other things to come in. And I don't just mean materialistic. Chop wood and carry water, as the Zen koan puts it. The answer to the big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. The goddess Hestia reminds you that when you are at home in yourself, you are at home in the world. Your alignment message. Are you surrounded by clutter in your home or work? Do you have objects or clothes that have negative stories or attachments to them? Every object holds energy and tells a specific story. The plants or pants that don't fit shame you. The gift from an ex-partner taunts you with disappointment and resentment. The books you will never read shout at you or get covered in dust. Who needs this? No one. The goddess Hestia, who rules the hearth, offers you this alignment task. Do a thorough house cleaning, declutter and make space in your environment. Do the same for your mind too. Your mind might have been cluttered with old stories that have no value for you now. Walk away from situations or people you know don't have good intention for you or belonging in your world. Get rid of it all. When you remove the superfluous distractions, it's amazing how your intentions come together like magic. Make space for the miracles the goddess Hestia has in store for you. Yes, it takes work, but it is worth it. So this is a purge card. So we have things coming in, we have alliances being made, and then we have a purging of the old so that you can make way for new. This one came out, I think, last month too. We have Mama KILLA, the moon. This has to do with a lot of the brain, emotions, water energy. This could be a lot of the water zodiacs as well, but not necessarily. And she's got the pink and the purple, if you can see on her face, is painted. A lot has to do with the third eye and the crown chakra, so connection to source. So that's number 32. We almost like skip ahead here. So Mama KILLA, the moon. Empowerment message. Mama KILLA, the Incan goddess of the moon, presides over power of cycles and seasons. The moon rules the night sky, returning full 13 times in a year. The ancients marked time by the moon to know when to plant, when to harvest, and when to store food, and when to celebrate fertility. Right now, you are invited to see what is familiar and decide whether you need to improve on it or leave things as they are. The answer to your inquiry can be found in the timing of things and the cycles you are in. You can apply the idea of natural cycles to relationships, creative projects, personal growth, and more. If you are honest with yourself, you will see there is no way to control these cycles. Only use the creative energy they offer to help you, almost like being in the flow. If your relationship is unclear yet brimming with potential, you might turn to the new moon energy that shows up in a spring cycle of life. In that case, you just need to allow the relationship to grow naturally and be clear in your intentions and set healthy boundaries. When your outer world seems to be slowing down with obstacles rising and temporarily blocked, your every move or things come in the way to kind of distract you, do not put up resistance. Instead, take advantage of the need to rest. Recalibrate your intentions as you wait for the cycle to change, or get rest, especially physically. No matter what, the cycles of the moon, like them, is a divine order in everything that is happening in your life right now. Once you know this, the goddess Mama KILLA welcomes you to our divine moon dance of co-creation. So that has to do with a lot of like manifestation as well. Your alignment message. Sometimes you feel out of sync with life, frustrated that the universe isn't providing you with what you desire. Do you want what you want, exactly how and when you want it, and feel like the great goddess is ignoring you? You may be wanting something to happen faster than it is meant to occur. Remember, the conditions of your life are temporal and ever-changing. Maybe you have just been unaware of the cycle that you're in currently, and so you've been missing the signals. The moon goddess Mama KILLA knows the cycles intimately, and she shall let you know when it's time for the next phase. Mama KILLA always is on track with the cycles of creation, and you must trust this wisdom. Her alignment task for you is to recognize and work with the natural cycle that you're in currently. You will be amazed as the alignment with the rhythm of the universe allows you to once again co-create consciously and surrender your life on life's terms. What a beautiful dance when Mama Killa offers you her support. A lot to do with the night sky as well, which would be Nut. If you study any of the Egyptian gods and goddesses, Nut is of the sky, and so that's the first thing I'm picking up here right now. And then it's her arms, if you look, almost have, I wouldn't say like snake-like skin, but it's like a rainbow pattern, but it's almost in the pattern of having like a coating. So you could be very much into your emotions right now, which is not necessarily a bad thing as long as you don't hold on to the negative ones. More so learn from the negative energies instead of clinging to them. Learn the lesson you need to, and then release and let go. Last but not least, number 35, Maya illusion. Okay, empowerment message. When you look at the world, everything you see appears to be real. So it's easy to imagine that your current conditions are influenced only by obvious actions and calculated movement. This is an illusion, as everything is intrinsically connected through not visible to us due to the limitations imposed on our perception by our five senses and what we've been groomed or taught or indoctrinated with or told to believe. Multicultural goddess of illusion, Maya, who appears in Hindu, Buddhist, Greco-Roman, and Scandinavian spiritual traditions and myths, calls you to trust that the invisible world is responding to your deepest desires and intentions to make a better life for yourself and others. You are able to see through the curtain of illusions. Your clarity and intuition is heightened as your next steps are sure-footed. When the goddess Maya chooses to help you, trust that everything that you need arises from your world with ease. Your alignment message. The goddess Maya has come to give you some clarity now. Have you been in denial about your life lately? Have you been chasing after an outcome that eludes you? Do you want to believe in something or someone so badly that perhaps drawn by a potential or a potentiality, you'd hope to see them come to fruition, that you've lost your way and given your power over to them? Your alignment task is to summon your courage and be willing to see things as they really are rather than the way that you want them to be. Be honest with yourself. The goddess Maya understands the seduction of illusion of separation. After all, she created the illusion of individual self. Once the illusion has faded, you are free to choose another path, another way, and other people to connect deeply with. This is a wonderful time to do a self-inventory of your life, how you love, what you believe, who you follow, why you choose to live the way you do. When the goddess Maya comes to break down the illusion and delusions, it's a very auspicious sign. So we have focus, building blocks, we have alliance, we have home, we have emotions, and we have the idea of illusion, what it is that you perceive, and also the clearing of the way of certain things again. So these two go hand in hand here. The purging and clearing out is very important. These two go hand in hand here. The building blocks and what you need to move forward. And this right here is all to do with emotions. Your emotions are very, very important because as you feel certain emotions, you're going to release the chemicals in your brain. I've stated this numerous amount of times. The chemicals that are released in your brain are going to have an impact on you physically and the decisions that you make in your overall life. If there's an unbalance there, it's going to show on the outside, and it may make things more chaotic on your outside as well, because as from within, so outward. Whatever's going on, you will see manifest in your outward life, everything that's around you, especially the physical. And a lot of the illusions that we've been given in this lifetime have had a severe impact on our growth. And things are changing now. We're in the age of Aquarius. The veil is lifted. The information's coming out now. And more people are seeing the real truth to what is. And it's hard. It's really hard to accept. If you look right here, it almost looks like she has tears coming down, like the invisible tears, the tears of everybody that has never shed them, that needed to shed them, everything that's been held in. Again, these two can go hand in hand as well when it comes to emotion. Our thoughts become things. Energy is real, scientifically proven, and the decisions we make have a lot to do with any of the traumas from our past as well, especially when it comes to wanting to keep ourselves safe. If we don't feel safe, we're going to make decisions based off of wanting to keep ourselves safe. And a lot of the times too, the ego will pop up as well, and not in a healthy way, so that it can protect us. But what it doesn't realize is it doesn't allow for growth. We need to be courageous in our efforts. We need to be comfortable in our own skin. We need to be able to shine and stand in our own authenticity, our own light, and our vibrational frequency, our signature, who we are, and find out what we like, find out what we dislike, put down our boundaries, know when to walk away, know when to engage, and when to make alliances with people that we meet in our everyday life, and trust in ourselves very much so. Be comfortable in our own skin, which is like our home, where we each have our own little world, our own little universe within us. We have the ability to co-create with the divine universe, and every other person that we meet, we are co-creating as a conscious collective. And it's very important that the way of thinking shifts, so that we can also elevate with the vibrational frequency of everybody else that's elevating as well. Because I think enough people have suffered already. Enough people have gone through pain, and there's even no reason for war to be going on right now. There is a spiritual war going on, but that's to fight to keep the old reality, so that certain entities do not learn, or energies are not transmuted through understanding the lessons that need to be learned. And they're putting up a good fight, but enough's enough now. I'm pretty sure you and I both agree with this. I don't know about you, but you can like, share, subscribe, write a comment down below if you're fighting the good fight. If you are a warrior in your own right, I wish you the very best. And thank you. Thank you for helping the rest of us too. Because it's not just me over here. I'm doing what I can with what I've learned, or what I've taught myself, or what I've been given. And honestly, I'm not perfect, and I never claim to be, but if you are fighting and standing up for what's right, if you're advocating for what's right, and you are doing the best that you can, I salute you. Thank you. Love you.